Amidst the fierce struggle for hegemony in the Ethereum ecosystem, Linea is walking the path of a survivalist innovator seeking to seize the actual flow of capital, rather than just achieving technical milestones. As of 2026, Linea has established itself as a core strategic asset of Consensus, which operates the world's largest wallet service, MetaMask, and the powerful development tool, Infora, while other Layer 2 projects focused on points, systems, or airdrops to induce temporary retail user inflows. Linea poured all its capabilities into building a high-level, security and immediate settlement system that financial institutions could trust. This strategic choice bore fruit starting in the first quarter of 2026, transforming Linea into the final destination for global financial assets, the settlement layer. The most lethal weapon in Linea's arsenal is its zero-knowledge Ethereum virtual machine technology, combined with lattice-based cryptography. If existing security systems were at the level of solving complex puzzles, Linea has formed a powerful shield capable of neutralizing even upcoming quantum computer attacks by introducing a lattice structure that finds answers in a virtual space, with tens of thousands of dimensions. In the first quarter of 2026, Linea completed its transition to a Type 1 zkEVM, providing an execution environment 100% identical to the Ethereum mainnet. Through this upgrade, developers can migrate complex code used on Layer 1 directly to Linea without modifying a single line, which signifies a structural advantage in perfectly inheriting Ethereum's security model. In terms of performance figures, Linea shows overwhelming data. As of 2026, Linea's block generation time has been shortened from the previous 1 second to 0.5 seconds, dramatically improving transaction speeds. This has brought the network's total processing capacity to a level of 10,000 transactions per second. Furthermore, the real-time zero-knowledge proof technology to be introduced in the second quarter of 2026 aims for a method where mathematical proofs are generated and submitted to Ethereum. As soon as a user executes a transaction, this has secured immediate settlement capabilities, required for institutional financial transactions, by shortening the final confirmation time, which previously required several hours to 7 days for other Layer 2 solutions, to within 15 minutes. The practical value of Linea is most clearly revealed in its combination with traditional financial infrastructure. Currently, the most notable achievement is the ongoing asset settlement pilot project. With the global financial messaging service, SWIFT, global financial institutions such as BNP Paribas and BNY Mellon are using Linea's infrastructure to settle hundreds of millions of dollars in assets in real-time on-chain. Through zero-knowledge technology, it has perfectly met the security requirement of keeping transaction parties and specific amount information strictly private, while mathematically proving the validity of the transaction. Consequently, SWIFT is evolving from a simple message carrier into a value teleporter, where actual value is transferred immediately, and Linea is operating as its core railway. Simultaneously, Linea has preempted new territory called the AI agent economy. The ERC 8004 standard, launched in January 2026, grants verifiable identity and reputation to autonomous AI agents active on the Linea network. Currently, over 1.2 million AI agents are active through Moltbook, and they are performing over 20 million agent-to-agent payments monthly. Through the X402 protocol, through the Linea Yield Boost feature created in collaboration with Lido, Ethereum, transferred to Linea automatically generates staking returns, providing powerful liquidity to the ecosystem. Linea's economic structure, or tokenomics, has a virtuous cycle, where network usage is directly linked to the value of the token. They have adopted a dual burn model where 20% of the net profit from network operations is used to purchase and burn Ethereum on Layer 1, while the remaining 80% is used to directly purchase and burn Linea tokens. This means that as more large-scale institutional fund settlements occur, the scarcity of the Linea token increases exponentially. The total supply of Linea tokens is set at 72,990,000, with 85% allocated for ecosystem growth. Specifically, 10% was allocated to early users and builders, 75% was allocated to a long-term ecosystem fund, and the fact that there are no initial volumes provided to the team or venture capital demonstrates Linea's transparent operation policy. Analyzing Linea's current position through a cold market comparison, the total value locked in the entire Layer 2 market as of February 2026 reaches approximately $41.8 billion. Among these, Arbitrum leads the market with a 41% share, holding $17.8 billion in assets, and Base follows with $10.82 billion. In comparison, Linea's total value locked is at a level of approximately $430.19 million. Breaking down Linea's asset composition, specifically, $218.95 million are assets bridged from Layer 1, $4.7 million are assets directly issued within the network. An externally bridged value is tallied at $206.76 million. Although it is smaller in overall size compared to frontrunners, it is characterized by being composed of high-density liquidity, centered on institutional assets. Risks that Linea must resolve also exist. Above all, competition is fierce with Base, supported by Coinbase and Arbitrum, which has built a powerful DeFi ecosystem. Furthermore, the fact that the fundamental necessity for Layer 2 solutions is being questioned as Ethereum Layer 1 fees drop to the $0.35 level is a challenge, technically to lower the dependence on the single sequencer. Currently operated by Consensus, the sequencer, decentralization and permission block generation updates scheduled for 2026 must be completed. The news of the shutdown of the DeFi protocol. Zero Lend is also an example showing that the Linea ecosystem still has vulnerabilities in its early stages. However, expert forecasts are encouraging. Kraken analyzed that the price of Linea will reach $0.028 in 2026, and in the long term, it is expected to settle in the $0.1 to $0.15 range by 2030. The Linea token will perform as a key to enjoy various benefits within the MetaMask ecosystem, beyond being a simple asset. For example, a reward system is planned to be introduced, where holding a certain amount of Linea tokens in a MetaMask wallet grants priority in token distributions conducted by Consensus partner projects. In conclusion, Linea is building a massive digital railway, connecting traditional finance's SWIFT system and the AI agent economy of Web3. As of 2026, over 400 applications are in operation, and cumulative transactions have exceeded 279 million. The Type 1 ZK EVM and dual burn model they have built are the core engines for building an independent economic moat while preserving the value of Ethereum. Investors and market participants should closely examine the blueprint of this massive financial city, designed by Linea, and preemptively capture the future value that survivalist innovation will bring.